The Phoenix Suns have been blazing through the 2021 NBA playoffs, reaching the finals for the first time since 1993. It's safe to say that things are starting to heat up in the desert. With so much buzz surrounding the boys from the Valley, it's time to break down some of the most exciting facts about the Phoenix Suns that you never knew existed. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with your notifications on so that you don't miss any new videos we post. First up, the Phoenix Suns were the first professional sports franchise in the state of Arizona. Aside from their dominant play in 2021, the Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix Suns share another commonality. They were both formed as expansion teams in the same year, 1968. This also made the Suns the first professional sports team in Phoenix, as well as the entire state of Arizona, before the Cardinals of the NFL moved there in 1988. Although it was not an easy fight to get here. It all started with a rift between a group of 10 Arizona businessmen and the NBA commissioner at the time, J. Walter Kennedy. The group initially proposed the idea of adding a professional basketball team to Phoenix, but the proposal was immediately rejected by Kennedy, stating that Phoenix would be too hot, too small, and too far away to have any success in the NBA. However, the NBA Board of Governors still granted Phoenix a franchise, with the metropolitan area growing rapidly and an overwhelming sense of fandom stirring up amid the immense urbanization. And with the club reaching its third NBA Finals appearance in club history this year, led by an all-star cast of Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton. It seems like the idea to build a professional sports team in the middle of the desert may have panned out after all. Also, the Suns are the only professional sports team in Arizona that brand themselves exclusively to the city of Phoenix. Cardinals, Coyotes, Diamondbacks, all of these teams carry the great state's name, but none represent the Bird City exclusively. The Phoenix Coyotes changed their name in 2014 to the Arizona Coyotes, and even though the Cardinals are based in Phoenix, they still go by the Arizona Cardinals. This makes the Suns the only sports franchise which is directly linked with the great city of Phoenix. Phoenix is the capital and most populated city in Arizona, with more than 1.7 million people residing there permanently as of 2020, making Phoenix the fifth most populated city in America. So the fact that the 602 is solely represented by the Suns is a major bragging point for local Arizonians. Next up, the Phoenix Suns official mascot is a gorilla named Go. The funny thing about this story is that the Suns mascot came about by complete accident. It all started in the winter of 1980 when a messenger from a singing telegram service named Henry Rojas, sent by James Oberhaus, a loyal fan, came to a game dressed as a gorilla. The security staff reportedly noticed him and asked him to dance to help entertain the crowd, at which point the fans responded immediately and absolutely loved it. So he kept coming back to games until the Suns officially invited him to join the team. Since the first 11 seasons of the team's existence took place without an official mascot, the addition of Go to the Phoenix Suns roster has helped to usher in a whole new wave of fans. Now, Go is one of the most recognizable mascots in sports and is well known for his fiery slam dunk routines and unwavering enthusiasm to get the Suns crowd pumped up. A beloved member of the Phoenix faithful. Fun fact number 4. The Phoenix Suns carry the second highest winning percentage amongst teams that have never won an NBA championship. In their over 53 years of existence, the Suns have made the playoffs 30 times, including 20 seasons with 50 or more regular season wins. And this time, they've also made 10 trips to the Western Conference Finals, won 3, and 3 trips to the NBA Finals, won 0 yet. With a winning percentage of 53%, 2,271 wins to 2,008 losses, the only other team that's won more but never won an NBA championship is the Utah Jazz, with a 54% winning percentage, 2,060 wins to 1,726 losses. Not only do the Suns rank at the top for all-time winning percentage amongst teams that haven't won a ring, but they're even 7th all-time, including teams that have won an NBA championship. Though all this could change in 2021 if the team continues their dominant run through the NBA playoffs and brings the Valley of the Sun their first ever Larry O'Brien trophy. Next up, the Phoenix Suns' Tom and Dick Van Arsdale became the first pair of twins to play for the same NBA franchise. Dick Van Arsdale and Tom Van Arsdale were identical twins from Indiana who played in the NBA during the late 1960s and 70s. They both came into the NBA in 1965, each going their separate ways at first, with Tom first playing in Detroit before moving on to Cincinnati, Philadelphia, and eventually Atlanta, while Dick spent his first 3 seasons with the Knicks before joining up with the newly expanded Phoenix Suns in 1968. Dick Van Arsdale saw tremendous success in New York, teaming up with NBA legends Willis Reed and Walt Frazier, while his twin brother Tom remains to this day the highest scoring player in NBA history without a playoff appearance, 14,232 career points. However, we'd have to wait until 1976 before the two officially joined forces, after Tom fought off retirement to answer Phoenix's call to action for the upcoming 1977 NBA season. On October 2nd, 1977, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale played in a game for the Phoenix Suns, which is the first time that two identical twins played on the same team in NBA history. To this day, Tom Van Arsdale is generally referred to as the original Sun by most residents of the Valley. Also, the Phoenix Suns are the only team in their division not based in California. The Phoenix Suns compete in the Pacific Division of the NBA, which is one of 3 different divisions that make up the Western Conference. Within each division, there are 5 teams, and in the Pacific Division, these teams consist of the Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Lakers, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Golden State Warriors, and the Sacramento Kings. As you can tell, Phoenix sets itself apart in the sense being that they are the only team from the Pacific Division that does not reside in California. With that being said, they've still won more division championships than 2 of their Californian counterparts, the Kings and Clippers, so they represent themselves well within the division. Number 7. The Phoenix Suns have 10 Hall of Famers in their history. Being that the Suns are one of the most historic teams in the NBA, you don't have to look far to see why it is that they've seen so many Hall of Famers walk through their doors. The 10 Hall of Famers who've played for the Phoenix Suns are Connie Hawkins, Gail Goodrich, Charles Barkley, Gus Johnson, Dennis Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Charlie Scott, Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and Paul Westphal, with Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, Steve Nash, and Charlie Scott all being inducted back in 2018. Any Hoopers from the Valley still reminisce on the 7 seconds or less days led by 2-time MVP Steve Nash, or the interior dominance exuded by the round mound of rebound Charles Barkley in the 90s. Still, there is no question that Phoenix has had some elite talent on their roster over the years. Next up is the fact that the Phoenix team name and logo was chosen by the people. Following the decision to build an expansion team in the desert, the franchise apparently held a classic Name the Team contest sponsored by the Arizona Republic. The club received well over 30,000 different names, including some popular choices like the Rattlers, the Thunderbirds, the Scorpions, the Tumbleweeds, and the Cactus Giants. Yes, that was a real consideration. But at the end of the day, the franchise opted to go with a much more fitting and appropriate name of the Suns, with the team's first logo being designed by local artist Stan Fabe for $200. Safe to say Jerry Colangelo and the people of Phoenix not only chose wisely with their team name, but also got one heck of a bargain for their initial logo design. And finally, Phoenix's home court carries multiple nicknames. While the home of many professional sports teams tends to go by one name, Phoenix's home court has endured many name changes over the years, none of which seem to have left PHX. To the residents of the Phoenix area, they may tell you that the venue is called the America West Arena, or the US Airways Arena, or even the Talking Stick Resort Arena, all of which are acceptable in the minds of most Arizonians. However, this unique venue also carries a distinguishable nickname, the Purple Palace, due to the vibrant colored seating placed throughout the arena. With a home court as storied as the Suns, there's no better time than now to rally behind the Valley as they make a push for their first NBA championship in 2021. And with that, it wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.